Okay, I got them. First things first, the set includes two 2-cup trays, two 1-cup trays, and one 1/2 cup size. But the 1/2 cup size is not the same way that the super cubes are. Anyway, it does say it is platinum food grade silicone. This product is made for Costco. The Mew France address is on Costco Drive, so make your own assumptions about that. This is their 1-cup tray. You get 2, and they are nested. If this looks dirty, it's because I took this out last night. Nested together when you get them. I had my husband feel these last night. My initial impression in the store was that they are very thin. The space in between the wells is small. They're tapered. There's a divot here. It's kind of like a seam here. And he was just kind of feeling it to feel the rigidity. Like there is some metal in the frame here, but in feeling it, he like found one, the seam on one already. Like this one got, the metal inside already got broken just from a few minutes of handling that. Just FYI. I'm going to get a Super Cubes 1-cup tray to show you. So here is your 1-cup Super Cubes tray. The lid, comparison. They're both rigid plastic lids. The Super Cubes 1-cup is larger. They have the markings on the inside, and so does this, but the 250 ml and the 1-cup are just about to the very top of this. So if you were to fill this up and wanted to get like a full 1-cup portion, it's gonna be full. And you really have to hold it with both hands, because you're not holding this. Well, this is the broken one. Let's do the not broken side. You're not holding this. The rigidity isn't through this part. It's just this thin little rim here. So you would have to hold this with 2 hands. You can hold it like this with 2 hands. I mean, you can kind of hold it like this with 2 hands, but with the lid on, yeah, I guess with the lid on, you could kind of hold it with 1 hand, but I don't know how stable that would be when it's full. This one, on the other hand, the rim, the metal, is this part here. It's all metal through here. So it goes all the way out to the outer edge. So you can hold this very steadily with 1 hand. I have many times. The other difference that I noticed immediately is just like the size of the wells. These are rounded corners. These corners are square and sharp, and you can just see in how it is when you flex the silicone, how much easier it is. Like this is just, I have to like pop this one basically to make this corner flex. It's just a more sturdy, thoughtful design. The space in between is also greater. I have 1 cup of water. Exactly. That goes exactly up to the 1 cup line. And then 1 cup of water in the Costco tray. Okay, so it holds a cup. And this holds a cup. When you freeze things, they expand. They might expand out this way. They might expand up this way. There's not really room for this to expand very much. And if it expands this way, it might be harder to pop these out when they are frozen. I know Supercubes did a lot of testing about the width between each well so that when something expands, there's room to easily get the cube out. A 2-cup tray. And I'm sorry if I sound like I'm being overly critical about these. I don't mean to. I think a part of me is just sad because I've become very close to the owners of Supercubes, and I can understand what it must feel like to have a store that used to carry your products, duplicate your products in a much cheaper way. It's just kind of hard. I know a lot of people will probably buy these, and that's fine. And I think that if this is accessible for you and the Supercubes are not, I totally understand. If you start to become frustrated with them, just kind of understand that they're not exactly the same product. Here's our 2-cup tray next to a Supercubes 2-cup tray. My Supercubes just came out of the dishwasher, so they're a little bit wet still, but anyway, I just wanted to show you side by side. This is a different color. Size comparison. I think I started to get self-conscious here and kind of stopped talking during this recording because I wasn't sure if I was going to edit together all of my talking, realizing it was probably going to be a lot. And I was rambling and I was definitely feeling emotional about this whole situation. But I just wanted to show you kind of to the best of my ability, without you being able to touch them, what the difference is in some of their features and kind of the feel of the product. And I hope I did a good job of illustrating that. Okay, lastly is their half cup, which is a little bit different than the Supercubes half cup tray. This is more like a big ice cube tray you would see for like cocktail ice cubes. The half cup is more of a cube shape, which is a lot like the Aldi dupes that I looked at last year. And then this is a Supercubes half cup tray. The lids on the Supercubes trays are all the same. The lids on these I think are also all the same. So you get 6 wells in the Supercubes half cup, but they're the same length as all the other cubes. So when you see me making like component meal prep, a lot of times there's a half cup, like maybe 2 half cups and a 1 cup that fits into like a square baking dish or bowl. These are not that same shape. I know the one that Costco is selling in Canada, which is different and made by a different company, it does look more like this. But it's also more expensive. So yeah, I think that the quality is not the same, but I wanted to really show it side by side so you can really decide for yourself if it's worth it for you. I know that not everybody can afford Supercubes right now, and this might be a way for you to get started freezing in smaller portions, and that's okay. I just kind of wanted to share the difference between the two products so you could see for yourself. I hope that you know that my biases towards Supercubes existed long before I had an account that was dedicated to freezer meals, and that I want more people to cook at home. I want more people to feel that they have access to those things. So if this helps you have access, I understand. I also think this is a worthwhile investment that if you've been following me for a long time, you know I've had some of my original cubes for 4 years. They look just the same as all of my cubes that are newer. It's a really high quality product and a small business that I enjoy supporting.